Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to the StriveScan College Launchpad HSI, or Hispanic Serving Institution Virtual College Fair. Super excited to have you all. My name is Sabel. I will be your facilitator for this evening's session. And remember, this is an appetizer session. So we do have some housekeeping items, but then we have some institutions to talk a little bit about themselves. And I preface that by saying a little bit about themselves. So please make sure to take out your notepads, or maybe you want to do a little bit of screenshotting there. But just remember, this is an appetizer session to see what the main entree is. So a couple of housekeeping items to keep in mind. Remember that you are muted and your video is turned off, which means the panelists cannot see or hear you. So you're probably like, well, Sabel, how in the world do I answer or get my questions answered? Well, that in and of itself is a great question. You will use that Q&A button in your Zoom toolbar to type in your questions to the presenters at any time. Now, I stress at any time. Please make sure you are asking those questions not at the last minute, but throughout the entire session. Also, please put the school's name within the question. Again, put the school's name within the question so we all know who the question goes to. With that said, there are more sessions and a lot more college presentations that are offered, so please make sure to check the schedule on the website to sign up for those. And you know what? Maybe mom missed out on tonight, or maybe you have a friend that wants to check out these schools, or maybe you just want to relive the fun with us. You can absolutely do so. All these sessions are being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/launch. Without further ado, I'd love to get started with our first school. We have Sandwords University.
Hello, thank you so much for that introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Patricia Medina. I am an admissions counselor at Sandwords University in Austin, Texas. We are a liberal arts university, also founded by the Holy Cross Congregation, and an HSI school as well. So just to begin here, let's look at some numbers. You can see that Sandwords is in that sweet spot of not too big and not too small. We have a total undergrad population of about 3,000 students. So your average class size is going to be about 18. So the student to faculty ratio is actually 15:1. We have over 50 areas of study to choose from, so lots to mix and match with your major and minor, as well as a very diverse campus. So we have 44 US states represented, as well as 57 countries. We have 30 partner universities around the world, meaning tuition and scholarship do transfer. So it ends up being a really great deal for students to study abroad. As I mentioned earlier, we are a Catholic university, but you do not have to be Catholic to attend. In fact, we have 34 other faith traditions present. So all are welcome here on the hilltop with us. We are located in Austin, Texas, so a big city to take advantage of for students, 10th largest city in America, also the live music capital of the world. So there's tons of events going on for our students to have fun, grow professionally, tons of internship opportunities. I mean, the city is growing every day. So not only that, you have tons of outdoor space as well. So hundreds of miles of hiking and biking trails, places to go swimming in Barton Springs, or just hang out at Zilker Park. There's always something to do here in Austin, Texas. We are a liberal arts university. So if you're unfamiliar with what that means, basically we want you to have a really holistic education. So major specific skills, of course, but also you're going to be required to take some general studies classes because we think soft skills are super important as well. There's a quick look at our most popular and unique majors. Psychology being the biggest one, followed by business, and communications also a really big one. We're most excited for our video game development one. It's our most new major and really exciting because we do have a ton of headquarters here in Austin for students to intern with. When you get ready to apply, we accept the application 4 ways. So you can do the General Sandwords app on our website, Common App, Apply Texas, or the Coalition app. We read them all the same. We don't prefer one over the other. Whichever one is easy for you is great for us. Highly would encourage everyone to apply by December 1st. We'll actually waive the application fee. So it doesn't hurt to see you apply and see how much you get as far as merit-based scholarship. And I will mention that we also have before test optional. So if you don't feel comfortable testing, or you feel as though your scores don't accurately represent the student you are in the classroom, feel free to not turn those in. We'll make a decision based on everything else that we require. Speaking of scholarship, we award up to $28,000 annually. So we like to say, don't be afraid of that private school price tag. The average freshman scholarship and aid in 2022 and 2021 was $31,419. So we also strongly encourage all students to submit the FAFSA. And then you also will have a personal financial aid counselor here at St. Edward's to kind of help you figure out what your final price tag would be to attend St. Edward's. Want to wrap it up with some links here. Feel free to check us out, where we have some great, residence hall walkthroughs, more information about our majors and minors, or if you just kind of want to chat with your admissions counselor to see if St. Edward's would be a great fit for you, you can go ahead and email us there at our general SEU admit email. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for St. Edward's University, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have University of North Texas.
Hi, everyone. I hope y'all could see my screen. Well, my name is Eva Garza, and I am an admissions counselor at the University of North Texas, and we're so happy to be here with you to talk about who we are and how you all can join our amazing school. So we are located in the North Texas area, right above Dallas and Fort Worth, about 45 minutes away. We also have a satellite campus located in Frisco, Texas. These are great places to be, very, very homey. So we like to say Denton is a small town, but with a great university feel. So definitely you can see these pictures about our cute little Denton community. So UNT was founded in 1890. We are also known as the Mean Green, so maybe that is how you probably have heard of us before. But we, again, are located in the North Texas area. So a lot of great opportunities for you guys that you'll see throughout this presentation. So who is UNT? Well, UNT does have over 42,000 students currently right now. So it definitely is a big institution, but we definitely have that small institution feel. So we are represented by over 40% of our first generation students, which is amazing. We are also a Hispanic serving institution, and we like to show our numbers. So you can see right here the different ethnicities that represent our current community right now. UNT is also classified as a Tier 1 research university school by the Carnegie classification. Oh my gosh, tongue twister. But if you are a student who would like to do some sort of research, UNT is definitely that place for you. We like to say that we are one university with 12 colleges located in Denton, Frisco, and online. So we do have a variety of different bachelor's degrees for you guys. So hopefully something that you might be interested in. These are just a few that we like to recognize because they are nationally recognized. But of course, we have many other degrees that you could see online. So you're welcome to either come to our main campus in Denton, satellite campus in Frisco, or maybe do a program online as well. So just like every other university, we do have amazing student organizations that you could definitely be a part of. And if we don't have one, you definitely can create your own. But we have a variety of different organizations that just represent our students. So how do you apply to UNT? How do you get in? Well, it's really quick and easy. If you are a current high school student right now, your application is still open. So you guys are still welcome to apply. But for those future students, your application will open this coming summer starting July 1st. You could either apply via Go Apply Texas or the Common App. If you guys have a GPA of a 3.0 or higher, then you guys will be automatically accepted into UNT. We are a test optional school, so we don't require that SAT or ACT test scores. They are optional, but super encouraged for you to submit. We do offer amazing scholarships based off of that GPA. So if you do have that GPA of a 3.0 or higher, great. We are definitely going to offer you a scholarship based from our office, but of course you can always apply for more. But these are just our very simple admissions requirements on how to apply. This is a timeline of basically what to expect, the different dates of when to submit stuff. So for example, again, that application does open on the 1st of July. So very, very soon. We are a rolling admission school. So basically what that means is you could apply until the day before school starts, but we definitely do not encourage that because we want you guys to be prepared, be able to attend orientation, sign up for housing, etc. Also, October 1st is financial aid, just like everyone in general, but this is just a little timeline that we like to show you guys so you guys have an idea of what to expect with UNT. Our priority deadline for scholarships is always going to be March 1st, so something to take note on, so something to be considered to apply as soon as possible. I know we are quickly wrapping this up. So that is just a little bit about UNT. Definitely stay connected with me. You guys are welcome to scan this QR code so you guys could sign up and get connected with me. This is my email, my phone number. So you guys are welcome to reach out with any questions. I'm going to drop my information on the chat as well. So just in case you all missed it, everything is there. But we look forward to connected with you guys. And that was UNT. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for University of North Texas, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have Texas Lutheran University.
Alrighty. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much for attending this evening. My name is Kelsey Cruz, and I serve as one of the assistant directors for admissions at Texas Lutheran. And today I'm going to be going over a little bit about what TLU and go over our application process. Right, so TLU is going to be a private four-year faith-based university located in Seguin, Texas, and we're going to be affiliated with the Evangelical Church of Lutheran Church in America. But even though Lutheran is within our middle name, you do not have to be Lutheran to attend TLU. We accept all religious faiths and beliefs, and we are very inclusive and diverse within our population. And with that being said, we are, like I mentioned earlier, going to be a liberal arts institution, which allows for students to receive a well-rounded education. We have approximately about 1,400 students, which is your average class size of 19. And I also do want to mention that we are going to be a Hispanic serving institution with about 40% of our student population are going to be Hispanics. And there also are going to be half of our student population are going to be first generation students, which we're super proud of. We have a lot of faculty and staff that are first gen, such as myself, and even our TLU president is a first generation student. About over 60% of our students do live on campus, and approximately 90% of our first year students will live on campus, and we offer 4 dormitories. 3 of them are going to be a suite style, Jack and Jill, and then 1 is going to be a community style. We offer 27 majors, 37 minors, 5 graduate programs, and 9 professional health programs at Texas Lutheran. The majors are listed in bold, or our most common majors that students go into. These are going to be the list of our pre-professional health programs here. And what's really great is that when students are going to be involved in this program, they're going to have an advisor who's going to be serving on the Health Proficiency Advisory Committee to make sure you're taking all the prerequisites to make sure that you're on track for that program. We do offer a study abroad program at Texas Lutheran, and one of the programs that we work really close with is going to be the Arlington College, and that's going to be voted the best study abroad program. And what's really great at TLU is that any financial aid or scholarships you receive are going to travel with you as well. Next I'm going to go over is going to get involved on campus. So first up is going to be performing arts. So either one of you individuals are involved in band, choir, orchestra, or theater, and maybe wanting to participate in it, but not wanting to major in that field, you can definitely do that at Texas Lutheran. And you can actually receive a scholarship through audition. For non-majors, it's gonna be up to $3,000, and for students who are wanting to major in those fields, can get up to $7,500 per year. We do have over 100 campus organizations. Like to say there's something here for everyone. And we have departmental, professional, honor societies, social, such as Greek life, and campus ministries and religious organizations. We do have D3 athletics. So 1/3 of our student population are going to be student athletes, and they can participate in one of our 19 men's and women's teams. Now there's going to be 3 ways you can apply to TLU. There's no application fee, and also your application for admission serves as your application for the merit-based scholarship that you receive when you gain admission to TLU. These are going to be the required documents. So of course, the application itself, the writing sample, your high school transcript, and then SAT or ACT test scores if you decide to do so. But we are going to be a test optional institution. So you do not have to submit test scores in order to gain admission to TLU, which is really great. These are going to be the deadlines to keep in mind. So we have early actions be November 15th. February 1st is regular decision. Anytime after February 1st is going to be considered late decision. But if I have any seniors on here, there's still opportunities for you to receive a scholarship and financial aid. And then next I'm going to talk about is the academic scholarships. So it's going to be our scholarships right now. So each student will receive an academic scholarship that they apply. Our scholarship ranges from $12,000 all up to $22,000 per year. And the student will receive this throughout their whole time at TLU as long as they maintain a 2.0 cumulative GPA. If you decide to submit test scores, you can actually receive an additional award on top of that. And that's going to be the criteria right over here that you see in front. We do offer other scholarships as well. So if you indicate that you're a Lutheran on your application, you can receive $1,000 per year, the Lutheran Advantage Award. If you had a parent attend TLU, about $1,000 per year through the Legacy Award. And finally, the Lutheran Clergy Award is going to be if you are a dependent of a Lutheran pastor. I do encourage you to come visit our campus. We are open during the summertime. It may be a little bit quiet, but at least you'll get to feel of what it is as a student here at TLU. But as always, we are open for the fall. We can sit on the class, meet with a professor or a coach. This is going to be our contact information, but I will put my personal email just in case if you ever need to get in contact with me. We're here to support you, so please feel free to contact us at any time. Thank you so much, and go Dogs.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for Texas Lutheran University, please put it in the Q&A. And next up, we have Texas State University.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. Thank you for allowing us all to be here today. My name is Anna Hernandez, and I'm an admissions counselor here with Texas State. Skip that video real quick. So a little bit about Texas State. We are one of the largest public universities in the state of Texas. With that being said, we do have about 37,000 students enrolled on campus. We also have two campuses. Our main campus is located in San Marcos, Texas. That's where the river is, which is where you guys see I'm at right now. That's where our river is located. And then we have a second campus in Round Rock, Texas. Round Rock houses most of our health profession majors. So for example, nursing, our nursing school is actually located at our Round Rock campus. A little bit about our student demographics. 46% of our student population are first-generation students. What this means is that you're maybe the first in your family to attend and graduate from a four-year university. We do have plenty of student services and organizations in place that assist our first-generation students, not just their first year with us, but all years that they are with us. We are an HSI university as well, have been since 2011. So we're really proud to finally be able to start offering some publications and information in both English and Spanish for all of those Spanish-speaking students as well as families, because we definitely want families and parents to be involved in your decision-making process. So we have that information readily accessible for everybody. So that's really neat. We are also a minority-majority campus. So what this means is that 55% of our student population is of ethnic minority, and they come from all 50 states and 74 different nations as well. And then we have 80% of our graduates who are either working or continuing their education just 1 year after graduating from college. On this slide here, it shows our 10 colleges at Texas State. We do offer a little over 100 undergraduate degree programs that you can choose from. Some of the ones that we are most well known for are our McCoy College of Business, Nursing, Criminal Justice. Our College of Science and Engineering just implemented a mechanical engineering program as of this fall 2022. So we're really excited about that. And then I do have an entire slide about the Honors College, because that is also a very exciting opportunity for our students here at Texas State. In the Honors College, you do have the opportunity to be challenged a little bit more academically by being able to select from what we call an individualized curriculum, which are classes that have been specifically created and designed for our honors students only. So this is an amazing opportunity, because the professors that are teaching you these classes are the professors that design these classes. So amazing opportunities there. My personal favorite benefit is early registration. You guys probably don't know what that means right now, but I promise once you get to college, you will see the benefit of early registration. This just means that you get to register before anybody else on campus gets to register for classes. So you get to pick the best times with the best professors, the best classes. So it's really, really great benefit there. Staying involved on campus, my number one advice to anybody going to college is to get involved. Definitely join a student organization, get to know your community really well. At Texas State, we do have over 400 student organizations that you can choose from. We also offer tons of opportunities for you to stay active. We are an NCAA Division I school, so we do have 16 sports teams that compete at that level, and then 35 sports clubs as well. This is going to be the application process for incoming freshman students. We do have our application on Apply Texas. We won't have it available on Coalition for College after June 1st, so I would encourage you to apply through Apply Texas. We do require your high school transcript and an application fee of $75, but we do have fee waivers available to students who qualify for those. And Texas State, as many other universities, is also going to be test optional for this upcoming year. So you will not be required to submit an SAT or ACT score and have the option to go through the academic review process. For all my current seniors, you're still able to submit your application. Our deadline was extended to June 1st. So it's coming up soon, but if you need to get your application sent in and all these credentials, do that as soon as possible. And then for all upcoming seniors next year, March 1st is going to be your deadline. In addition to financial aid, which is your FAFSA application, we also have scholarships available to incoming freshman students. Assured scholarships are automatically awarded to students who qualify for them. So if you're in the top 35% of your graduating class, you qualify to be reviewed for the assured scholarships. We also have competitive scholarships open to all incoming freshman students, and those have a December 15th deadline. And of course, just to reiterate that your FAFSA application does open up October 1st, and it's super important that you submit that to see what financial federal aid you can receive. And if you guys haven't had the opportunity to come visit us on campus, I highly, highly encourage that you do so. As you can see, we have a beautiful campus at Texas State. In my personal biased opinion, we are one of the prettiest campuses in Texas. So I do encourage y'all to come out and check out the river. But yeah, let us know if you have any additional questions about Texas State. It was great talking to you guys today.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for Texas State University, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have University of Texas at Arlington.
Okay, hello everyone. Hi, my name is Danny Varela. I'm an admissions counselor for the University of Texas at Arlington, and thank you for having me here today to share a little about UTA with you guys. So little quick facts, we're actually founded in 1895. We're a Texas Tier 1 institution. We're actually one of 4 universities to receive this recognition. And as well as we're 3rd in diversity in the nation, which I think it's a really cool fact about us. And you're able to see that around campus as you walk around, and as well as your classes and your professors. So let's talk about Arlington. So Arlington, I feel like it's an entertainment center, like right in the middle, you know, between Fort Worth and Dallas. So not too far from both cities if you want to travel to those, as well as here in Arlington, we have plenty of things to do. You know, we have Six Flags, a Hurricane Harbor, as well as the Cowboy Stadium, the Texas Ranger Stadium. So there's plenty to do around here as well if you do decide to come here. So colleges here at UTA, we offer over 180 degree programs. A few of the interesting ones that I do want to point out is our College of Engineering, as well as the College of Science, as we are a Texas Tier Institution 1. So we get a lot more funding and internship opportunities for our students in those areas, as well as our College of Nursing is a really cool program that we do have. We actually have 100% post-graduation for jobs on our nursing. So most of our nursings already have a job lined up after graduation. One I do want to point out is our honors college. So if being academically, if you want to challenge yourself in academics, I would definitely recommend our honors college. You only have to fulfill one of the requirements listed right here, but it does come with its great benefits. You get extra scholarships, you get priority registration, extended library borrowing periods, as well as you get your own personal cab room, which is just for honor college students, which is like your own personal like little study hall and access resource center as well, just for the honors college students. One thing I do, so we have over 300 clubs and organizations to choose from here at UTA. I definitely recommend to all incoming and new students. One way to really get the most out of your college experience is to be involved on campus. It's also a great way to network in your field, as well as just to meet those new connections. And if that's not something you're interested in, we also do offer, we also have UTA hosted events and traditions. That's a really great way to get involved on campus, and as well as to enhance that college experience. So let's talk about a little bit about freshman criteria. So if you're in the top 25%, you automatically get admitted into UTA. If you don't reach that, the top 50%, that's when we start looking at SAT and ACT scores. But I do want to point out that we are SAT and ACT optional, so you don't have to submit those scores until summer of 2024. So if that's something you don't want to submit to us, you don't have to, as we are optional until summer 2024. So financial aid, FAFSA and TASFA, they become available October 1st every year. January 15th is the priority date. So like I always encourage all students is to apply early, as it is like on a first come first serve basis. So apply early as soon as they open up. So a few of the scholarships that we do have here at UTA, as soon as you apply and get admitted to UTA, you automatically get considered for some of our Maverick academic scholarships. These are depending on your GPA, your class rank, as well as SAT and ACT scores. So you automatically get considered for these. So that's a really neat thing about that. We also have an internal scholarship opportunity, which is our math scholarship. So it's just for UTA students as well as incoming UTA students. And it's a really neat way, the way it works. It's a whole website about our scholarships, as well as if you're an engineering major, you can set the website just to engineering scholarships. So it'll like narrow down those scholarships, as well as lessen the competition for you in those scholarships. I do want to touch on our Blaze Forward program, something recently that just came to us recently the beginning of this year. It's a program that will cover 100% of tuition and fees for undergrad students who meet eligibility requirements, as they're listed right there below. So that's definitely something to look into. So how do we apply? You can apply either at applytexas.org or common-app.org. You have to submit a $75 application fee, or if you have an application fee waiver, as well as we'll need your official high school. And if you have any dual credits as well, we need those transcripts as well. And if you are good with your SAT and ACT scores, definitely submit those in. They can never hurt you. They only help you, as well as I do encourage students to take them, as those are something that scholarships do look at. Lastly, I'd always recommend to new incoming students to definitely take a tour here at UTA. It can always change your perspective in a university. We do offer them Monday through Saturday, as well as we do have a virtual option if it's more convenient for some of you. And that's it. Thank you guys for having me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for University of Texas at Arlington, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have Texas Tech University.
Hi, everyone. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. Hello. Sorry. Okay. All right. So a little bit about Texas Tech University. So we have a student population of around 40,000 students and growing every year, but we do still try and maintain that 19-to-1 student-teacher ratio. So we try not to make our classes too incredibly large. We are a Tier 1 research university, as well as a Hispanic serving institution. So we have about 29% of our student population is going to be Hispanic. And a little bit about where we're located. So we are in Lubbock, Texas, over in West Texas. It is a pretty big town. There's plenty to do out there. We have parks and venues, as well as museums and art galleries. We also have the most live music per capita in Lubbock. So a lot of live music opportunities, live entertainment. And then there's also an airport out there. So if you wanted to travel in and out of Lubbock, you could do that as well. So we'll jump right into some of our academic opportunities. So we have 10 academic colleges that house our 150 majors. We also have, along with our graduate school, we have a school of law, a school of veterinary medicine that we just recently opened last year, and a health sciences center, which houses our medical school. These are our 10 academic colleges, so we have a lot to offer. And then we also have an honors college listed here. So if you are interested in having a little bit more of a rigorous and challenging time in your classes, a little bit more of a challenge, then definitely that's something to look into. But we have a wide range of things to choose from. We are much more than just a technological college. So now we'll talk a little bit about what it is like to be a student at Texas Tech. So at Texas Tech, we have 550 plus clubs and organizations to be a part of. So that goes anywhere from service organizations, Greek life, sports clubs, you know, the Pokemon Go Club, different things like that. We have 19 residence halls, so we do require our students to live on campus your first year. And then after that, you do have the option to move off campus. We have 30 plus dining venues, so plenty to eat. And then we have a 242,000 square foot rec center. So this picture on the right shows our outdoor aquatic center that is part of our rec center, which is so fun. There's the largest lazy river in West Texas there. And then our recreation center has a ton of stuff to do in there as well, and it is included in your tuition, so definitely take advantage of that. We also have a lot of spirit and tradition at Texas Tech. We are a D1 athletic school in the Big 12 athletics. I know our basketball team was recently in the Sweet 16 this past March Madness, and then our football team continues to work hard every year. I know we just got a new football coach, so things are looking up for that as well. Now we'll go a little bit into admissions. So the required documents for our application. So we have rolling admissions. So if you are currently a senior, you are still able to apply. If you are not a senior, if you're a junior right now, then your application is going to open this summer. July 1st, it will open on Apply Texas, and then August 1st, it will open on Common App. We no longer use Coalition if you're a junior, but if you're a senior, you can certainly use the Coalition app. But we do require the application. We require a $75 application fee, or you can apply for a fee waiver with your FAFSA. And then you will create your self-reported academic record. So this is what we use instead of transcripts. Basically, you're going to manually enter your grades, and that's how we'll receive them. And then we are test optional for the next few years. So if you don't like your test scores, you don't have to send them in, but if you do like them, certainly send them in. And this is a really good indicator to know whether or not you should send in your test scores. This is our automatic admission guidelines. So if you're in the top 10% of your class, you are automatically admitted into Texas Tech. If you're in the first quarter of your class, based on your class rank, and you score a 24 on the ACT or an 1180 on the SAT, then you'd be automatically admitted, and so on. If you don't qualify for this, it's totally fine though. You will go through application review, which is where we look at all of those extra items. So essays, letters of recommendation, extracurriculars, all of that stuff really comes into play during our application review. So definitely, even though they're optional, very highly recommended if you go through review. And then this is our average tuition and fees for a full year. That first column is for our Texas residents. Keep in mind the top two numbers, tuition and fees and room and board, are the only two that you're billed from Texas Tech. The other three are expected costs, but definitely things to expect when budgeting. And then this is our merit scholarship that is based on your high school rank and your test score. So if you know your rank and you know your test score, then you know exactly what scholarship you'd be offered just based off of those two items. These are renewable over 4 years with the renewal requirements listed in the bottom right. And if you apply test optional, then you'll be evaluated holistically for these scholarships. So this is definitely something to keep in mind as well whenever you are deciding whether or not to be test optional. And also we super score. So if you take that SAT or ACT multiple times, we'll use the best score from each section rather than the best composite score. So definitely keep that in mind. And then we also have a Red Rater guarantee. So if you qualify for this, your full tuition and fees will be covered. So definitely take a picture of this if you think this is something that you'll qualify for. And then if you want to get on our mailing list, here is that QR code, and thank y'all so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for Texas Tech University, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have the University of Texas at San Antonio.
Thank you so much for having me. Last but not least, so let's get started. My name is Elliot, and I'm with the University of Texas at San Antonio. And so, as you might have guessed, we are located in the city of San Antonio, the 7th largest city in the United States and the 2nd largest in the state of Texas. And the number one thing that I like to describe, and I think everyone who attends UTSA will describe, is that it's a big city with a small town feel. So if you're really looking to get outside of your comfort zone, kind of expand into a new city that you've never experienced, while still being able to connect with all of your local students and the community, this is definitely going to be an opportunity for you to look into. And now, in terms of downtown expansion, because we're always looking to be the best university that we can, we are looking to continually expand our downtown campus and provide new opportunities and amenities to you. So it's actually going to be home to our School of Data Science and National Cybersecurity. So we do have the #1 cybersecurity program in the entire nation, and know that you will have an entire campus dedicated to providing you an opportunity and environment to really work with your peers and be the best student possible. And then we also have the Southwest School of Arts that we completed. We're working on this merger that we completed just this past fall semester. So for those students who are really interested in fine arts, know that we are putting our best foot forward in trying to create the best program available to you in all different artistic disciplines. So then a little bit about UTSA at a glance, right? So we're about 52 years old, a fairly newer institution, but we have done a lot over those short 52 years. We have an enrollment of just under 35,000 students. So think of it as a larger school where you get to meet a ton of students. But when you get to those upper division courses, you really will get that one-on-one contact with your professor and really be able to build that rapport. Over 165 degrees and programs between undergraduate and graduate school. And then keep in mind, 75% of our students do receive financial aid. And that's not just including those merit scholarships. That's as long as you fill out that FAFSA, 75% of the students is qualifying for at least some type of aid. And then 45% of our student population are first generation students. So please understand that we have a lot of experience, and we understand that this can be a very intimidating and a very confusing process for you. So know that UTSA is here to help guide you through that process as early as possible. Apologies. Our application opens on July 1st. And so the earlier you apply, the better off that I can help guide you through that. And then 14% of our student population is military affiliated. So know that we understand the rigors and the confusion that being affiliated with a military family can inflict upon you. And keep in mind that we will help you utilize all of those different benefits that you have available to you, and really making sure that you can pay off school as quickly as possible. And like most of the other schools here, we are an HSI, Hispanic Serving Institution. So just know that we're #9 in the entire nation for granting undergraduate degrees to Hispanics, and #3 in the entire state of Texas. UTSA, we pride ourselves on being a school that really creates an environment where Hispanic students are able to thrive and really kind of take themselves to the next step in their professional journey. So areas of study, right? I mentioned we have over 160 degrees in programs, 13 academic colleges. And that's because we want you guys to have the opportunity to really pick any and all of these different majors. Those first 2 years is your opportunity to really expand and kind of like, hey, you know what? I'm interested in this. Maybe I don't want to major in it, but this is your chance to really be able to dip your foot in and get that experience. So take that opportunity, really look at all the different programs that we have, and please talk to your academic advisor. We offer a ton of minors and certificates to go along with those undergraduate degrees. Really create a program that's catered to your specific goals and professional interests, right? Oh, but of course, UTSA online, because in today's climate, we also understand that a lot of students have life going on outside of the classroom. So UTSA is always looking to expand our online profiles and be able to offer these fully 100% online degrees where you will never have to step foot on campus. So right now we offer it in cybersecurity, multidisciplinary studies, and communications. But keep in mind, we are still looking to expand. We're always looking to really create and cultivate new programs that are available to you fully 100% online. So how do I get into UTSA, right? Okay. Like everybody else, you're going to apply on either Go Apply Texas or Common App. We are not on Coalition. It is going to be that $7 application fee, like applying for any of those other schools, and submitting that self-reported academic record. So instead of submitting that transcript, you're going to have the opportunity to fill out all of the classes. If you have your unofficial transcripts, you can do all of that all at once, and we can make an admission decision. We will not need those official transcripts as long as you fill it out to the best of your ability and as complete as possible. And then we are currently test optional through summer of 2023. We're still looking in terms of those junior students who are going to be seniors next year. But keep in mind, regardless of if we are test optional, we still always recommend that you're submitting at least one set of test scores just when it comes to evaluating for scholarships. It will not hurt you, as these other representatives have said, to submit these test scores. It will not work against you. It can only help get you more money in the long run. So then, some admission requirements. Oh, Texas Tech mentioned it. I love it. We too offer guaranteed admission. If you are in the top 25% of your school's graduating class, if you're graduating class, you are guaranteed to be admitted to UTSA. We don't require test scores, and we only will need that application and that self-reported academic record. But it's okay if you're not. If you're in that second quartile, with that second 25%, and you have either an 1170 SAT or a 24 ACT, you too are guaranteed admission. And again, it's okay if you're not, because we do offer committee review. So the best thing you can do is making sure you're filling out your application in its entirety, all of your test scores, all of your involvements, and anything that you have accomplished during your time here at high school. Financial aid, talk a bit. Last but not least, I know you guys want to go home. We have our bold promise. So this is going to be something really big for you guys. It offers guaranteed tuition and fees are paid for you over a 4-year span, those 8 semesters, as long as you meet certain requirements. I know, last slide, I got you, no worries. Financial requirement, as long as you have under $70,000 in terms of as determined by your FAFSA, you are a Texas resident, you are in that top 25% of your graduating class, you have applied by January 15th, submitted that FAFSA, and you are fully enrolled during your 8 semesters, then you can be considered and qualify for our Bold Promise program. So please keep that in mind. You guys really want to make sure you're picking schools that are going to help you be in the best financial situation possible. Okay, if you guys are ready, I know, I'm sorry, connect with us. Okay, we have a couple different events going on throughout the summer and early fall, but last slide, please connect with your counselors, regardless of where you are in the state of Texas. There's representatives who are dedicated to helping guide you through that process. You can scan that QR code. It'll take you to that lovely screen there. But thank you all so much for having UTSA, and I hope to see you guys on campus.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for University of Texas at San Antonio, please quickly put it in the Q&A. Now, my panelists and presenters, if you all would like to join me, I would love to see your beautiful faces. Again, for those of you that have presented, come on back. Come on back. All right, awesome. I just want to thank you all so much for being here. What you do is extremely important. So thank you so much. And my participants, my audience, what you do by showing up here is also extremely important. So thank you so much for joining us. With that said, just remember, after you close out this very quick, this window, a very quick 5-question survey will appear. The words "very quick" are literally on your screen, so I promise it will be very quick. Sign up for more sessions. We do have another session happening this evening, as well as some other sessions going on at other dates, so please check the website for those. And remember, if you do want to relive the fun, which, I mean, come on, why wouldn't you, right? A recording will be available at strivescan.com/launch. With that said, you all, again, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night. Bye, everybody.